What's up, guys? How you doing today? Welcome to another episode of JDTCo. And listen, I'm doing the big thing on YouTube. I don't know if you noticed, Nick. You're not on YouTube as much as I am. But the big thing on YouTube this week is everybody's pissed off at SK. Everybody's pissed off at SK.
Every social media channel
is pissed off at SK. Well, let me tell you a little story, world. You're playing behind the 8 ball because I've been pissed off at SK for a long time. Okay? They've sucked for the last 15 years. Okay? You know how I feel about them, right?
15? I mean, I think you're a little light.
Well, hang on.
20.
Let me back up a little bit. I was a Mac tool dealer for a long time. I left Mac Tools in 2003. I got the date tattooed on my arm. Second best day of my life. And when I went independent, my local warehouse was like, "Hey, Nick, you should really consider putting the SK logo on your tool truck." So I was like, sure, why not? What do I got to lose? So I had a 26-foot Freightliner, right? I did it blue, green, SK colors, had it all logoed up, SK, and went out and made a ton of money with that truck, okay? SK was a good company. They were owned by Facom at the time. So we had a lot of Facom tools coming in. Air tools were relevant back then, not so much today. And the air tools were phenomenal, fantastic. Their impact, half-inch 3/8 were unbelievable. Their air hammer was the best you can find at the time, okay? Then Facom, European company, a very good European company, decided to sell SK. And little did they know, they sold it for, I believe it was $26 million. They sold it to two idiots. Beat that. And these two idiots, one was, I forget what the one guy was, but the one guy was a young motocross rider from Europe, okay? So these two idiots bought the company and proceeded to run it into the ground, okay? And then went bankrupt, okay? So Ideal Industry, you know who they are, Nick?
Didn't they invent the wire nut?
Ideal Industry invented the idiot's tool, the wire nut. The wire nut is designed by a moron for morons, okay? Think about it. 2 wires, twist. That's their claim to fame. They invented the wire nut, okay? Some people split the atom. Some people invented, the theory of relativity. These invented the wire nut. So them too, okay? And I don't like Ideal Industries. I'll tell you why. Because they bought the company out of bankruptcy court for $2 million. So think about it. They spent $26 million on this company, and then Ideal Industry came in and got a bargain for 2.6 and proceeded to run that right into the ground. Morons. Okay. And I know you guys are probably wanting me to say, "Oh, it sucks. SK's being sold out to a Chinese company." You know what? Them. You know what I said to them? Rest in peace. Good riddance. I'm not gonna miss you. A couple months ago, I called up. I said, "You know what? Made USA seems to be all the rage these days. Let me dip my toe into the Made USA only arena, right?" So I call these idiots up, okay? And they're like, what can we do for you? Listen, I'm a small warehouse in New Jersey. I'm looking to buy some tools direct. Now, at this point, every warehouse in the country has stopped selling SK tools because the company's ran by a bunch of idiots. So I said, you know what? Let me olive branch it on out and call them up. Now, when Nick Merrill from JDTCo calls up a company to buy tools, I'm not looking for credit. I'm not looking for 30 days. I'm looking to pay cash, right? We pay cash. I don't want nothing for nothing, okay? So I talk to these morons, and they're like, "Well, you're probably better off buying from X." And I said, "Why would I want to buy from X?" "Well, he's a direct dealer for us. You should buy your tools from X." I said, "X is my direct competitor. Why would I want to give my competitor money? That makes no sense." "Well, that's the only way we can do it." "Why?" "I'm a business. I have money. I want to buy your tools." "Well, you're better off buying from X." At that point, I realized I was dealing with the idiots who invented the wire nut, and I wasn't going to get any further. So at that point, you know what? I shunned them again. That's the second time. The first time I shunned them, they bought up Ideal Industry. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little heated up, guys. This subject means a lot to me. So anyway, Ideal Industries buys out SK, okay? And it's not going as smooth as they thought it was going to go. Because their plan was, well, we're not going to warranty any tools that were made before we bought the company. Now think about it. Everybody buys SK tools for the lifetime warranty, right? Correct. So now you're going to come in and say, well, if you bought this before we bought the company, there's no warranty on it. Does that make any sense? No. So these two idiots flew out to meet Nick Morello in a route in Newark, New Jersey. Walk up to my truck, all lettered up SK. Like, oh, this is a really nice truck, Nick. Yeah, thanks. I said, don't get too attached to it. It's going to be wrapped with gear wrench in the next 2 weeks. That's a true story. So he's like, well, maybe we could change your mind. So come on my truck. And they're going on and on how they invented the wire nut. Remember I told you the story about the wire nut? They love telling that story. It's the only one they got. So he's like going on and on, on and on. And I'm like, listen, I said, I have a box of broken ratchets. There's probably 20 ratchets in this box. Do the math. That's $2,000. And I said, I need these warranted. And they're like, well, you know, they're not really, you know, we didn't really sell them because, you know, we bought the company just recently, so we're not going to warranty them. I said, are you insane? You bought a company on its good merits and you're not going to stand behind the tools that they've sold for the last 100 years? What are you guys, dumb? Clearly they were. So I says to the moron, I said to him, I go, buddy, I go, why are you still talking? I'm done talking until you tell me I'm going to get paid for these ratchets. I said, I can assure you, SK, or I'm sorry, the wire nut people, have more money than Nick Morello. And he said, I wouldn't be so sure of that. That's what he said. Now, I can guarantee you one thing. They got more money than I got. That's a fact.
They invented the wire nut.
They invented the wire nut. They invented the wire nut. So you know these idiots are getting paid. Okay? So anyway, make a long story short, he's trying to go to Made in USA thing, Made in USA thing. And listen, I love Made in America. But the problem with Made in America is the genie's out of the bottle. The genie's out of the bottle and atomized into the atmosphere. Okay? You're not putting it back in the bottle, guys. We could try, but let me tell you something. When I call up an American company to manufacture tools, I get the runaround. Okay? I can call Taiwan, China, Japan, and they answer me. Okay? And another thing, all these companies that hide behind we're an American company selling Chinese stuff, Taiwan stuff, Korean shit, all that stuff. Too. They don't return their calls. They return their calls, Nick? Titan return a call?
No.
Vim return a call?
No.
Okay, and I don't want to mention the other one because I'm still trying to work a deal with them. But they don't return calls because nobody gives a shit. So anyways, the SK moron says to me, everything's made in America. And I said, buddy, we're in Newark, New Jersey. There's not a person outside here that's made in America besides me. But I said to him. So anyway, 2 weeks later, I wrapped my truck with gear wrench. And I know, gear wrench, Apex Industries, the devil. And so's SK, and so's Snap-on, and so's Mac and MATCO, because they're all doing the same shit. Even your beloved Snap-on, who we all love and revere, they're the greatest tool company in the world, made in America. They got a handful of made in America stuff, and they hide behind all their made in Chinese, Japan, Taiwan, Korea shit, like the rest of them.
I'm not talking bad about Japanese tools.
I'm talking bad about everybody. The world is on some shit.
Japanese tools are
I like Japanese tools, Nick. I think Japanese tools are definitely better than the Chinese shit, the Taiwanese shit. I like Japanese shit. And I'm trying to get in bed with a couple more Japanese manufacturers, for the record. And when I'm in bed, I take my socks off. Look. Nick's rolling his eyes again. Hey, while I got you here, these are made in China, I'm sure. And look, perfect example. These are sold in every tool truck in America. And they're all made by the same people. And we have them for how much? $39. Okay? That's a crackhead deal.
You get
it is so funny.
You want, as long as it's yellow.
Everybody in Newark, I guess easy right. I mean, I guess my MATCO guy's off credit hold. He got a fresh order in, and it's the same. What I say? What I say?
This is your MATCO guy's off credit hold.
I'm assuming. It's the same exact light, and they put a little angle on it. They split the atom by putting a little angle on it. God, this world's on some shit, guys. Open your eyes. See what's going on out there. The world is on some shit. Okay? In Star Tools, I never heard of you. I don't care. I hope you're successful and sell me some tools direct. Put my name on them. Right? Alright. Did I miss anything? Did I cover everything?
You should say one more time.
I know, dude. It drives me crazy. Oh, look. This is one of our prototypes we got in for lights. Because I'm still working on my light design. The first one I wasn't so crazy about. This one's super sexy, though. Super bright, all kinds of modes. Heat sink in the back.
You can charge your phone on it, right?
You could charge your phone on this. Of course you could. You could charge your phone on this. So this. Did you shut the ringer off? Did you shut the ringer off? Nobody shuts the ringer off. What's going on here? What's going on?
Where is that phone?
Oh, let me tell you another quick story. When the SK morons came on my tool truck that day, right? I go, now, remember, you know the big, long, double-sided box wrench flex with a little drop-down thing on it?
Yeah.
Great set. SK had them first. That was theirs. That was a great wrench. Everybody bought that wrench. Everybody bought that wrench. So when these two assholes come on my truck, I'm like, hey guys, are you gonna come back? When are you gonna start making the double box end wrenches again? And they're like, we're not gonna make any more ratchet wrenches. I'm like, are you insane? Now this is going back, 10 years ago when it was very relevant that you had ratchet wrenches, right? This is, like now it's old news, but back then it was new. And like, now we're not gonna come out with them. So the morons came out a couple years later with remember Nick, the X-beam wrench?
I think it's stupid.
X-beam wrench. So they come out with the X-beam wrench, and it was going to be earth-shattering, groundbreaking technology, the X-beam wrench. You made it 6-point. Why would you make it 6-point? That made no sense. But they're stupid. Because you know why, Nick? They're more fixated on making a wire nut technology than making a proper wrench. Everybody's wrenches are 12-point for a reason these days. There's something called flank drive. Okay? It doesn't slip anymore. You don't need 6-point wrenches anymore. You need 12-point. Okay? Spline drive, flank drive, anybody's drive. Okay? So yeah. So the XB wrench was trash. And they didn't sell any of them. Phones are ringing, people walking around. I'm on a rant. I'm sweating. Nick's answering the phone.
Good, we're just in the middle of shooting a YouTube video.
Who's that?
It's Ethan. Who's he shooting the YouTube video?
Hey Ethan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm giving you a shout out.
My crew does not know how to turn a phone off.
I didn't know where the other phone was.
They don't turn the phones off.
Well, we're gonna call you back in like 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm sweating over here, buddy.
Have
Sweating.
a good one.
Who's Ethan?
It's Ethan.
Oh, Ethan.
Customer.
Okay, hey, nice to meet you. Did you buy tools? Did you buy tools?
I don't know. He wanted to talk about something.
Oh, we'll call him back. See, I'm talking bad about SK. I mean, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. Here I am, we're answering the phone during the live feed, and I'm talking shit about somebody else. What's going on? All right, guys, listen to me. Remember one thing, SK. Good riddance. I'm not gonna miss you. All your bad decisions have finally caught up with you. May you rot in hell. I can give two shits about you. Remember, a well-oiled dinosaur is still a dinosaur. Okay? Remember what I said. Peace. Oh, I made a mistake there. Come for the price, stay for the show. In truth. Later. What? Okay?